Hello everyone, Joe Bishop here, Bishop Backwoods Parabellum. Today I'm gonna talk to you about atlatls and arrows and stuff. And this is an old atlatl dart I lost out in the wood, out there in the bushes. Just found it. But I got thinking, what happens if you don't have fletchings like feathers and stuff? So I got thinking about what I could use, and there's all different types of stuff I can use. What I figured out is this is saw palmetto leaves, and what you can do, you can strip these up, and this is probably not ideal, but if you ain't got it, it's probably the best thing in the world. So if you ain't got feathers or some way to fletch your atlatl dart, this would come in pretty good. The down part of this is it only could be good for several days before you'd have to retie some on, and until you find a feather or something. But basically what you do, you strip it up. And this is one I just made. I sit there and I put it around my dart where I want it. And I just sit there and whip my wherever I'm gonna hold it on with around it until it like frays out like that. So it'll come out looking like that there. And got thinking, basically all feathers do is like a counterbalance to help stabilize the back. So what happens when you throw it, if you didn't have it stabilized out, or if you didn't have a longer dart, what happened is your point would try to go up like that there, and what this does is kind of keep it stable. So that being said, I'm going to throw it a couple times into my target. And throwing atlatl ain't about throwing hard, it's about the finesse behind it. Just like that. I walk down there and you see how it hit in there. Kind of like a flu arrow, kind of, but you could trim it up if it ain't flying good for it, if it's flying too slow. But atlatl darts don't do their penetration by speed, they do their penetration by the weight of their dart. So I'll throw this a few times, and palmetto, saw palmetto, or sable palm would work. It probably ain't the ideal stuff, like I said, because sooner or later this stuff is going to dry out and get brittle and crack on you. Sooner or later that stuff will start breaking on you, and you'd have to take it off and retie it. But in a pitch situation, if this all you had, it would work. Like, see, I ain't sitting there putting everything I got into it. It's about that finesse of throwing it. I watch hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of YouTube videos trying to learn stuff, and I've never seen this on there, so maybe I'm the first to come up with it, but I probably doubt it. I also thought about tying the other end up so you had like a bundle like that would probably work also. That'll be my next experiment. But this is working pretty good so far. The other thing would work really good would be a yucca plant. We have a type of yucca that grows here, and that was my first thought, but I was trying to think where I could go to get some that's, I know where some really good stuff is, but I didn't want to have to go get it where I could just walk across the road and pick it out of, off this palm off the side of the road. And if it worked, I know the yucca plant would work really well also. See, I like chasing my Atlatl dart, so I gotta be careful with him. Here, buddy. Here. I guess while I got time, I'm gonna grab a piece of that imitation sinew and try to tie that up and just see if it will work like I was thinking. Lucy Lou, come here. Scott, come here. Come here. Lucy, Scott, come here. Sorry about that. I gotta find the end of this stuff. I'm gonna make the end of it until I do find it. There we go. Alright, don't need no more than that. So my theory is if I pull this up here like so, take and whip some of this together like that. Will it fly better or fly worse? We're fixing to find out. To me, that'd be like more really like a flu error. Will it make more sound or less sound? Because really you want to kind of be quiet, you know, you don't want a deer jumping your Atlatl dart. Let's see what we got. This experiment to keep experimenting with, or is it something that I'm going to have to hang up and try something else? Yeah, works. That seems to fly pretty good, so I'm going to keep experimenting with this. Look out. So what I'm seeing is like this is, I think it's getting more accurate, or accuracy on it. I don't know if it's making it spin because how that sable palm leaf is kind of like spiraling. I might be getting spin. It's gonna be something I have to work with a little bit. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that one hit my top and kept on going. So with that being said, I'm Joe Bishop, Bishop Backwoods Survival. If you ain't practicing skills when it comes time to use them, you won't have them. Make sure you like and subscribe my video. And remember, you just seen that new fletching technique first time on Joe Bishop Backwoods Survival channel. So get out there and tell everybody.